happy and excited, ready to throw it down. We're part of the pleb community, our love is strong. With math skills our healer, we can't go wrong. Dean and KV, the mods on the team, keeping the chat clean, like a shining beam. They're the backbone of the channel, always by our side. Together we're united, through every game and stride. In the world of Warcraft, our joy is complete. When Matt skills and his community, we can't be beat. From healing in dungeons to PvP mayhem, we're the best blood fam, rocking the game in anthem.
I can't feel my legs. Where's my alert? Holy shit. What the fuck? I literally looked at it and I died.
Grinding keys, we rise and shine. Play community, on the path to climb. Pushing boundaries, never gonna stop. Mythic plus runs, we reach the top. Dungeons and bosses, a challenge we crave. Slaying monsters, we're fearless and brave. 1 to 15, we conquer each stage. In Mythic plus, we're all the rage. Body's depleted, but we feel alive. Pushing limits, we strive to strive. From low to high, we're always on the go. The thrill of the chase, it makes us glow.
Jesus Christ! Huge moth here. It's okay, dude. Okay, dude. I'm out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Embrace your core. Embrace your belly muscles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's enough. 7. Oh my god, this is more than I thought. Oh my god.
Call the hospital.
He's dead. Like a raccoon that would potentially kill you.
Hey there.
Special thanks to Dean and KVN for providing me the clips, and for every pleb community members, subscribe to Matt Skills on YouTube.
When that skill starts streaming, we all gather around, happy and excited, ready to throw it down. We're part of the pleb community, our love is strong. With math skills our healer, we can't go wrong. Dean and KV, the mods on the team, keeping the chat clean, like a shining beam. They're the backbone of the channel, always by our side. Together we're united, through every game and stride. In the world of Warcraft, our joy is complete. When Matt skills and his community, we can't be beat. From healing in dungeons to PvP mayhem, we're the best blood fam, rocking the game in anthem.
I can't feel my legs. Where's my alert? Holy shit. What the fuck? I literally looked at it and I died.
Grinding keys, we rise and shine. Play community, on the path to climb. Pushing boundaries, never gonna stop. Mythic plus runs, we reach the top. Dungeons and bosses, a challenge we crave. Slaying monsters, we're fearless and brave. 1 to 15, we conquer each stage. depleted, but we feel alive. Pushing limits, we strive to strive. From low to high, we're always on the go. The thrill of the chase, it makes us glow.
Jesus Christ! Huge moth here. Mythic. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. I'm out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. I'm out of here, man.
Brace your core and brace your belly muscles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's enough. 7. Oh my god, this is more than I thought. Oh my god.
Call the hospital.
He's dead. Like a raccoon that would potentially kill you.
Hey there.
Special thanks to Dean and KVN for providing me the clips, and for every pleb community members, subscribe to Matt Skills on YouTube.
When that skill starts streaming, we all gather around, happy and excited, ready to throw it down. We're part of the pleb community, our love is strong. With math skills our healer, we can't go wrong. Dean and Katie, the mods on the team, keeping the chat clean, like a shining beam. They're the backbone of the channel, always by our side. Together we're united, through every game and stride. In the world of Warcraft, our joy is complete. When that skills and his community, we can't be beat. From healing in dungeons to PvP, man, we're the best pet fan, rocking the gaming anthem.
I can't feel my legs.
Where's my alarm? Holy shit. What the fuck? I literally looked at it and I died.
Grinding keys, we rise and shine. Play community, on the path to climb. Pushing boundaries, never gonna stop. Mythic plus runs, we reach the top. Dungeons and bosses, a challenge we crave. Slaying monsters, we're fearless and brave. 1 to 15, we conquer each stage. In Mythic plus, we're all the rage. Body's depleted, but we feel alive. Pushing limits, we strive to strive. From low to high, we're always on the go. The thrill of the chase, it makes us glow.
Jesus Christ! Huge moth here. Mythic. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. I'm out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. I'm out of here, man.
Brace your core and brace your belly muscles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's enough. 7. Oh my god, this is more than I thought. Oh my god.
Call the hospital.
Hello, chatter radios. We're gonna do a shorty stream today. Only a couple hours. I was doing a video in between, and I was like, I have a couple hours. I'll take a stream, get some footage. Let's go. 12 days. 12 days for remix. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Oh man. What do we do here, dudes? What do we do here? Okay, the music should be working. I didn't get to test out Evoker, Monk, Evoker Monk mainly. Oh, Mascot, thank you for the 23 months, man. That was 9 minutes ago. I was probably plebbing. Let me say hello to everyone. Hello, Penguin Mount. How are you doing, man? Hello, Mr. KVN. How are you doing today? I wanted to do a stream today because I probably won't be able to stream tomorrow because I'll be working on editing the video. Editing videos, man. Cringe. Wait, I reset my talents completely. I resetted my talentus. Hello, Cow. What is the best healer and why is it Mistweaver? Dude, Mistweaver's the best, man. I ain't gonna disagree with that. Hello, Flux. How are you doing today, man? Hello there, Dian. Good morning. It's like 6 p.m. here. It's like 6 p.m. my time. I wanted to check out Flame Sheeper. Flame Sheeper. My keybinds reset. Apparently there was an LVI change that messed me up. What is this? 40 months taco. Wait, there's two. Fade Light with 2 months. And there's Taco with the 40 months. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys and girls. Let's go. Hippity hip hooray. I need to start doing my videos, man. I've been a little bit on the pleb train. A little bit on the pleb train. Hello, Fade Knight. How are you doing today, man? I'm between Mystery and Holy Paladin. I don't raid Mythic Plus. I push keys, but my brain is still wired to be optimal over fun. Optimal over fun. Mystery or Holy Paladin. I think both of them are nice. Honestly. You think Prez is actually will actually get a spot in Mythic rating? It's gonna depend on tuning. Preservation is one of those healers where like people like to say, like, you know, the HBS healer. Unless the fights fit. Like, if you get a fight like Razaget, where like rescue and time spiral is like insane. It's all about how much healing you bring, right? It's all about what you bring. Hopefully we're gonna get the video done by tomorrow. That's the plan anyways. That's the plan anyways. Oh yeah, I don't have Bloodlust keybinded. And gulp this, baby. And gulp this. And gulp this. And gulp this, man. Private time for videos right now. Yeah, there's a lot. Like, I don't like doing videos though, man. That's the problem. It's like editing and it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Gotta do it. I tried to get back into Evoker yesterday and today and just can't get over the dragon form. I think a lot of people don't like that, honestly. What's the prediction on strongest top 3 mythic high keys? I'm currently having a blast on Holy Paladin. It's gonna depend a lot on the comp that's gonna be strong. It's gonna depend a lot on the comp that's strong. Like, and a lot of people are down on priests because priests have been undertuned, especially discipline priests have been undertuned for a really long time. But now Blizzard is paying more attention to priests, so priests probably gonna get in better spot. Hopefully they're gonna. There wasn't a new beta build today, which is a little bit weird. But I feel like priest is probably gonna climb because Blizzard is paying attention to them now. Unfortunately, like most people are just gonna make their tier list right now, and they're just gonna put priests really down, right? So it's just gonna end up like that, which most of the people would probably be looking at like Holy Paladin, Resto Druid, or Resto Shaman as being in the top 3. And I don't really like prediction wise. I don't really disagree with that too much. Like those here, but like I feel like Preservation is such an underdog, right? Like in like. Yo, KVN, thank you for the gift, dude. Let's go, man. Like I wouldn't disagree. Like Preservation is like so many. Pure output wise, Preservation is in such a good spot in my opinion, at least in Mythic Plus. The damage and healing you can do is actually really high. Real high. Sorry for the cough. Where's my flask? My keybinds reset completely. My keybinds reset completely and I don't have... I'll just buy new flasks, man. Oh yeah, it's these ones. Let me see. Sorry if it's been asked 900 times. What is the hot healer in your opinion for expansion? Looking mostly for fun, semi-casual. Been out of the gate since the first raid of DF. Like I enjoy a lot of healer. I enjoy in terms of fun. Preservation for me is really fun, man. Is really fun. I think Resto Druid is the safest bet. The question is like. The question is it's more comes. Oh man, what's going on here? Another gifter, Smashbox. Thank you for the gifter, dude. Love the name as well. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, dude. So there's a lot of chat that I can barely catch up. What was I saying? Like the top meta, like the very top meta of healers is gonna depend on what the comp is looking like. And like most people's like, are you asking because you're going to look to push really high keys when meta matters, or are you asking because you want to get invited in the pug keys? I can almost guarantee you, it's been like that since forever, that the meta for like weekly keys, and I know it's kind of cringe to say meta for weekly keys, but I can almost guarantee you a healer that's great for pug content and the meta in those terms is going to be different than the healer that's the best and the highest keys in the world. I can almost guarantee you. And most people would just pick the healer that's brought in the highest keys in the world and they don't even know why they're picking it. It's always been like that, where healers that carry pug keys, like if you're just doing weekly content or like solo pugging most of the time, like there's definitely going to be certain healers that just provide more to a group that doesn't use. Like I've done so many keys, man, in beta. 99% of those keys have been pugs, and the difference between like missing one interrupt can lead to a wipe, right? And I feel like there's definitely going to be healers that are better for pugs, and there might be better healers that fit into that best 5-man comp. And you need to decide yourself, which one do you want to follow, right? That's probably the biggest mistake that I see of people making. This hotfix is beta because the current build is a release candidate. Oh. I've seen the hotfixes. They both like heal from Holy Priest. And they nerfed my boy's life cinders. 50% of value instead. They nerfed my boy. Why? 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 I hope seasons get deleted from Holy Paladin and just get, oh yeah, blessing of summer and stuff like that. I know a lot of people don't like it. I'm starting at the War Within. Which healer should I roll? I would roll a healer which you like the gameplay of.
It's been the longest
gameplay
4 years. Every here's to 4 more.
What? Mr. Sly with the 47 months, dude. Mr. Sly Hyperini, dude. Hyperinios, dude. Who you meaning? Dude, it's the hype train. It's the hype train of gods. For the people who are looking to play a healer, I would roll a healer that you like the playstyle of. That's the number one thing, because you might not like the playstyle of meta healers, because a lot of people will pick that, and it's just gonna be crap, right? Preservation of Evoker has a very unique playstyle with empowered abilities. Dang, dude, Drelly, thank you for the prime as well, man. Let's go, man. What is going on today? And I was thinking about not streaming today. I'm rolling. We're rolling. Preservation of Evoker is a very unique playstyle with projected abilities. You might like that, you might not. Holy Priest is like jack of all trades type of thing. Discipline Priest is like healing through damage. You need to know when the damage is happening. Holy Paladin is kind of like a melee spot healer now. They got back their spot healing niche because of the rework. Resto Shaman is kind of like a stacked up healer because it does have a lot of stuff. But it's not really a stacked up healer all that much, because Chain Heal with Tidebringer is a bit different. Healing Rain is stacked up, but like I would resonate with the healer that you like, right? For Leo, thank you for the 3 months, dude. What is going on here? What is going on here? Hypers in chat. Hypers in chat. Probably Shaman in Mythic Plus, but we'll push on meta healers for Mythic for Plus. I think I'll main Holy Paladin again. Last time it was in BFA. I think it's a great time to main Holy Paladin. I think this is the best time. I think I think Dragonflight was good for Holy Paladin until the rework, and then it was good for like a month or two, and then it just was in shambles. Dude. Poo Dump. What is that name? Poo Dump. Thank you for the 9 months, dude. Poo Dump. Hype train number 3. Let's roll. Let's roll. Why is my music stop playing? So I think Holy Paladin is a great choice, man. I think there's gonna be a huge uptick in. If I were to guess in terms of what the most hyped healers are gonna be, I think there's gonna be a huge uptick of Holy Paladins and Resto Shamans. I think there's gonna be a decent downfall of priests, and I think the blame of priest downfall is gonna be the fact that they were undertuned for so much of the beta. Like, it's actually kind of crazy, right? Like how this is somewhat like how meta gets kind of done. It's kind of weird. So it's very likely the priest could be very, very good, because Blizzard is paying attention now. They're changing some of the 2-point talents into 1 point. Like, they're probably gonna do some tuning, and they're gonna make priest do more HPS and stuff like that. But like, the fact that there's so many people who are making like tier lists right now and already like changing people's opinions, and like in most tier lists, priest is gonna be in like bottom tier for most tier lists, because it was just undertuned for a lot of the time, and there's a couple of issues with utility. So now people are probably just gonna step away from priest, and they're gonna play Resto Shaman, Holy Paladin, in my opinion. And let's say that the War Within arrives, then the Heroic Week comes in, then there's balancing, and then priest could go back to the top fall, you know. But it'll be kind of too late, because all these videos already changed people's opinions, right? This is why I think it's important to play the healer that you enjoy. At the end of the day, there's no substitute for that. Believe me, because I played healers that I didn't enjoy before, because the guild wanted me to play, and I legitimately wanted to quit WoW and not play. Like legitimately just didn't want to play. Like it's just not worth it, man. This time around, this time around, I basically just told to my guild, here's my top 3 options. You can't make me play other healers. These are my top 3 choices. I don't want to play other healers. I don't want to be like whatever. I'm gonna be playing these. Let me know which one would be better for the guild, right? Would be better for the guild thing. I could release the video right. I already know my main. But the reason I haven't released it yet because I still need to talk to the guild. I still need to 100% confirm it. But I already know my main. And I was gonna make a video about this. Maskels is a priest hater confirmed. You can play priest. Mr. Dean is here, dude. What do you think about Mystery Monk? Is the output enough to keep people alive? Yeah. Mystery output is very high actually. At least in Mythic Plus from testing. In Raid it was decent as well. They did get some nerfs. I'm gonna test out Monk today actually. The only reason I can't test out Master of Harmony Monk because there's something broken with the talents. I'll show you what. Maybe it's fixed right now. You're gonna have 2 mains. Yeah, we most likely will have 2 mains though. Yo, Beamster, how are you doing? Holy Paladin, rest of Shaman, and for pushing, I'll definitely end up being Holy Paladin. Do a straw poll to see if you can guess. I'll maybe do it later on. The only reason I played Rest of Druid a lot was because the guild didn't have a Druid main, but we don't really get into mythic raiding. Oh, you should not. You should not be forced to play a healer, especially if you don't even do her mythic raiding. That is just like destroying your fun of the game. You know what I mean? That is just destroying it. Catweave more. Let me be in Visage form 100%. I really wish they would let you be in the Visage form. I don't understand why they haven't looked into that yet. I love raid healing as Rest of Druid. It's, you know, each person, to each its own. Rest of Druid needs to get rid of treants and I'll come back. They kind of did. They kind of did take away the impact of treants. They took away, even with Keeper of the Grove, where you have talents to increase the treant healing, they took away the, like, how much healing treants do because of the Dragonfly tier, so it's not there and stuff like that. They took away that and they gave it to you. Because after you use treants, you get a stacking buff that increases your healing. It used to be 6%, now it's 5%. So you could get like 15% increased healing, right? If you use 3 of them. So it's not coming from treants, but it's coming from you, right? They try to take away some of that power from treants by themselves and put it into your toolkit. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I will ask you so it seems instead. Wait, I see the. But you main Shaman and you used to love it ages ago. I used to love Shaman a lot. Do you have tips on when to use double beacon versus AoE beacon in case for Holy Paladin? Your main def was Shaman, you loved that ages ago, it feels like you're the fault. I've been trying out both, to be honest, in Mythic Plus. I've been trying out both. I've been running AoE beacon for some AoE fights. I feel like maybe if the tank is gonna need, if you have a tank that takes more damage and you don't feel comfortable with the tank healing, you could probably run double beacon as well. But it really depends, right? We'll have to see. Will double main Rest of Shaman Mistweaver this season? I can't decide between Pres Evoker, Mistweaver, and Rest of Shaman and Mythic Plus. Dude, for me, the most fun healer is probably Preservation Evoker, but I probably won't. I don't know if I would main Preservation Evoker, just because I still don't like the range limitations. I think that creates additional anxiety for healing pugs specifically. And I'm scared about, like, if I play Preservation Evoker for like high key pushing, that augmentation is gonna squeeze me out. So those things are a little bit scary about preservation of Evoker. If those things did not exist, it would easily be pres, man. Easily, man. Those picks, those are his picks. Shaman, Priest, and Druid. I am 100% not maining Druid. I already told my guild. I don't care if Druid is gonna be meta in Mythic Plus. I cannot see myself playing Resto Druid in Raid. I already told my guild I won't be playing Druid. Even if it's like the most fun healer, which it is a fun healer in Mythic Plus, and it could be meta for all you know. I cannot see myself doing Mythic Raid progression with Resto Druid. I already raided with Resto Druid, and it's just raiding with Resto Druid, at least in Dragonflight, was, I don't know. It just didn't feel right, man. It felt very boring. So I already told my guild I'm not gonna do that. He'll play 24/7. Nah, I already know my main. Like, you know, I already. How the Flourish got good is actually a painful experience. Yeah, I kind of wish, but they did buff Flourish a little bit. But once I go over, so actually heal with Druid. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome trooper, but it bores the hell out of me. Is that like in Raid or Mythic Plus? I just don't want to. I'm not gonna make the main video now because I still need to 100% confirm it, because it did happen to me in the past where I said I was gonna main this healer, and then the guild was like, "Yo, maybe you could play something else because we have people coming back." So I've had this experience where I made a video about my main and it wasn't my main. So I'm not gonna say it right now because I don't want that thing to happen again, right? But it's like 90% confirmed. It's 90% confirmed, but I don't want to go into that same situation, right? Oh, I wanted to check out what talent build I'm gonna run. Thank you for the hype train, boys and girls. Let's go. I want to share my choo-choo train. Choo-choo train. 2 weeks until we get to level all our healers to 80. And then 2 weeks off. You can tell us which 5 healers you're not maining. I can tell you who I'm not maining. I'm not maining Resto Druid because I can't stand Resto Druid raid healing. That's my personal opinion. I think it's absolutely NPC levels of healing. I really dislike the flourish nerfs that happen, and I think Resto Druid needs a bit more skill expression in raids. Maybe that's gonna happen with the flourish buffs and the fact that Tree of Life got nerfed, so maybe that's going to be closer to it. So never say never type of thing, because they did nerf Tree of Life and they did buff Convoke and they did buff Flourish, so maybe raid healing is going to be more interesting as Resto Druid. I think those are nice changes, because for a fact the Dragonflight Resto Druid raid healing with Tree of Life, Flourish feeling like super weak or whatever, was just literally felt like rejuve spam into like, I just didn't enjoy it. So Resto Druid is probably not, like, Resto Druid is most likely not gonna be my main. Priest is most likely not gonna be my main. There's like 2 people that we have that might play Priest, although one of them apparently might be quitting the game. So I don't know. Apparently one of them might be quitting the game or might not be coming back. So there might be a Priest position opening. But I don't know. I like the chances of me maining Priest are probably gonna be relatively low. Monk is something that I've looked into, but I do enjoy Monk more in Mythic Plus than I do Raid. Depending, like, I'm a little bit scared about Monk because I'm not sure what the best Raid gameplay is gonna be for Monk. Is it gonna be kind of a hybrid with like Rising Mist, or is it gonna be Tom teaching a monastery type of build? So that's I'm a little bit scared about that. Preservation of Evoker most likely won't be my main for the things that I mentioned already. I don't like the range limitations, and I do want to push Mythic Plus with my main characters, even though the one that I also raid with, because raiding gear is going to be important. And I'm a little bit scared about augmentation existing, pushing preservation out. But if augmentation is gonna get nerfed to an extent that it's no longer meta, I would strongly consider preservation. And then, to be honest, I need to look into preservation again. Preservation could climb, to be honest. To be honest, preservation could climb. I would actually still include preservation somewhere there. Yeah, Holy Priest is not a... I'm sure Discipline is gonna get... I'm sure Disc and Holy Priest are gonna be in a good spot in a week or two. I am willing to bet they're gonna be... The problem is that, like I said, most people who tested keys already, they've been playing with Disc that's been kind of plebby. Right? Let's do a key, because I'm plebbing a bit here. I wanted to answer all the people's questions though. Just play AUG and Mythic Plus. I don't like AUG. I played it a bit, but I wasn't a huge fan. It's gonna be Shaman, since Holy Paladin is one big nerf away from Matt's hating again. If they nerf spenders for Holy Paladin, I would hate it. If they nerf Holy Paladin in such a way that Holy Power doesn't matter and your spenders just tickle people, I wouldn't like it. But there's no shot they're doing that, because they would invalidate their current rework. There's no way. If they do that, then it's just wild. It would be just wild, man. There is no shot. Like, their whole rework was based on the fact that they wanted to give spot healing back to Holy Paladins. And they're like... There is no shot they're gonna take that away. They might nerf other things around it, right? Like, to be honest, when I think about it, the Resto Druid buffs to the rating could actually be interesting to try it out. I'm either playing Priest or Druid as a healer as my second character. Which Priest? Which spec are you gravitating towards? To go Dragon Cycle with Holy Paladin for confirmed spot. Chrono Warden and in Mythic Plus. I like Chrono Warden, I just haven't tested out Flame Shaper in Mythic Plus too much. I like Chrono Warden a lot. Most easy healer for new expansion. Probably Holy Priest or a certain version of Resto Shaman. I'm assuming that Blizzard is gonna tune... I've actually tried out Cloudburst for Resto Shaman after the fixes and it felt alright. I'm hoping that Blizzard is gonna tune Resto Shaman to an extent where you could play Healing Stream Totem or Cloudburst. If you play Resto Shaman... If you play Totemic Resto Shaman with Healing Stream Totem, it is borderline brain dead spec. It really is. It really is. It is very simplistic. If you play Healing Stream Totemic Resto Shaman... Depending on the utility, like I feel like some of the complexity of Resto Shaman comes down to adding 7 bazillion keybinds to the utility that you have. I think that's some of the complexity. It's some of the complexity right now, but it's not even complexity, right? A current Holy Paladin is not mechanically savvy, as she had 198 deaths on Ferak progression. Oh my god. I mean, it's better. Holy Paladin is going to be easier to play because you don't have Daybreak and you don't have Glimmer of Light to play around. Not sure what spec for Priest, probably Holy. Disc might be too hard for me. Disc can be hard. Why is Disc in a bad spot? I don't get it. Disc has been undertuned for most of the beta, where some of the talents and some of the interactions just did not work with like Atonement Transfer. and it was just doing less HPS. Like, for example, very recently they fixed atonement transfer in Mythic Plus. In Mythic Plus, your atonement transfer is supposed to be 70%, and in Raid is like 50%. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's different atonement transfers, and they recently fixed a bug. Like last week or a week before, they fixed a bug where that wasn't working. Your atonement transfer in Mythic Plus was not increased. Like, we're talking about stuff like that. Like, Discipline Priest was like somewhat broken for a long time. So this is why a lot of people are putting Discipline Priest lower and lower and lower. But I think I think Blizzard is gonna fix it. I think Blizzard is gonna fix priests so they feel better, and everything's gonna be good. Yeah. But like, I think the bigger problem with this, the bigger problem with priests in general is their utility. I think that's the bigger problem than anything. If you're so like, I'll be completely honest and blunt. If you're someone who's gonna be pugging Mythic Plus constantly, like weekly keys, like plus 10s, 11s, you're gonna have affixes that you have to deal with. You have to remember, at plus 12, you don't have affixes, or like the affixes that you have are going to be like, hey, increasing the damage and HP of mobs. You don't have these like orbs that you need to deal. You don't have these devour affixes. Is it devour or devout? Shit, I might have been saying that wrong. Devour. Devour. If I was someone who was pugging keys 24/7 weekly things, I would probably stay away from priest, if I'm being honest. Unless you have a good, like, I mean by pugging, I would probably stay away from priest. It's just, unless Blizzard did nerf a lot of the dungeons, so maybe it's gonna be better. But like, I'll try. You know what they need to do? They need to make a choice now between PI and an interrupt. I think they need to make a choice now where you can pick PI or an interrupt, and then you can decide what you want to pick. Like, I would say, like, I would like that. So like, if you're doing pug keys, I would absolutely give up power infusion for an interrupt easily, dude. There's so many. Like, I'm actually gonna go on a rant. There's so many keys. I pug 99% of keys. There's so many keys that were depleted or wiped and everyone left because of one missed interrupt. Like, that's the difference between some of these keys. One missed interrupt, man. And it's like, when playing a priest, I'm like, what can I do, man? I'm just a passenger in a vehicle that's about to crash. Right? What can I even do here? Let's try out Mist. My boy Mist. So it really just depends. You could save Chastise, because it's easier to pick up the Chastise talent, but it's still... It can still be like, certain mobs can't be stunned, so it's not gonna stun it, right? It's not gonna interrupt it. It's not... It's a band-aid fix, right? It's a band-aid fix, right? The viewer rated BG one day. BG. But that's the thing, man. I don't like... Who knows? Maybe in the next week or two they're gonna make Disc or Holy have insane HPS, so you just can bypass a lot of this nonsense. But like, let's be honest, like, Discipline Priest specifically has been one of those specs where like, I would not advise people to play Disc. Even if Discipline had an interrupt, I probably would still say like, it's one of those specs where I probably would say like, it's better used in an organized group, right? No, we're talking about like you can have a chastise talent that also stuns the person for how long? So it's not that it's honestly not bad with that. It's honestly not bad. I've actually recently been running that because it's just been too annoying for me to run pugs without it. I actually been running that and it's actually been relatively decent. As a disc enjoy play it, don't listen to this priest hater. I mean you should play at the end of the day, play whichever healer you enjoy the most. But like there is no shot. There is no shot that throughout the whole beta, like the worst healer has been priest. Like there's no that's facts. Like throughout the whole beta, the worst healer has been priest. And the problem is that now everyone's opinion is gonna be the priest is dog shit. But in the last week or so, or something, they're buffing priests and they're changing some of the talents. So that's gonna change. I'm like 99% sure that's gonna change. It's just that right now people's opinions is just like already. It's just been already like made up. Most people are already probably like, oh, I don't know if I should play a priest. Most people say it's not that good, you know. I don't know if I should do it. But like, I am 99% sure that disc is gonna be fine. And disc is gonna be fine. Wait, I need to check something. I forgot to include the chastise version. I just need to check something. I'm gonna do a preservation key. I just need to check the. You got an extra talent point for Holy Priest because they removed Trail of Light from 2 points to 1 point. So that does give you an extra. That does give you an extra point in a chastise. Censure. I'll need to include that. Alright, it's gonna be fine. Play whichever healer you enjoy, man. That is the best way to plebiness, right? Let's go do a pleb key. Let's go. It also feels too weak outside of pet windows. You just have to optimize pet window. You have to play smart with this, right? You have to play smart. You need to play smart with the disky boy. And I'm a pleb. Oracle Disc Priest? What do you mean? Meta tier 1? The biggest problem with this is also it feels the pet windows. Oh, Camsticker, how are you doing, man? Make PI disc exclusive might be a hot take. If we could be smart, we wouldn't be here. That is true. The audience reflects the master, right? The pleb. Actually, it's pretty good. I completely forgot about like. Need to include that. We did the intro. We did the intro. The intro. 3 people. 3 people. I think your item level is increased now, right? I'm 100% on Holy Paladin. Thank you for your testing. Holy Paladin's a good choice, I think. I'm making this since PC and the only spec Blizzard keeps messing up every expansion. What do I want? I haven't played with Shadow Priest in a while. Balanced Druid. Let's try out Balanced Druid. Let's try out Rogue, maybe? Rogue or Mistweaver? Sorry, Rogue or Monk? This is Feral Druid. I should have tried out Feral Druid, man. I haven't seen enough Windwalker. That's true. I haven't seen enough of Windwalker. I played Disc all throughout BFA and Showers, and at this point I don't know if I can take another expansion of Disc Misery. I'm sure they're gonna be fine, honestly. That's a good thing to add, man. That's a good thing to add, man, about the censure. I need to not forget it. But Priest doesn't have Bloodlust and Balorez either. To be honest, Priests are paying way too much for their PI. Priests are paying way too big of a price to have PI, man. Like, when you really think about it. Without Balorez or Raid, both, why would a Pogue pick my Mystery and Keys? It does kind of suck not having a Bloodlust or Balorez as Monk, but I think Monk has been kind of blasting. Monk has been kind of blasting in beta. The HPS has been good. On top of that, you do have Mystic Touch, you have instant AoE stun. Ring of Peace is severely undervalued in a lot of cases. You do have Disease and Poison Dispel, which is okay. It's not the best, but it's okay for Season 1. So, it's not the end of the world, right? Look at Priest right now. No Interrupt. No Interrupt, no Bloodlust, no Balorez. Just a Disease Dispel. Like, what the fuck, man? When you really think of it, when you really break it down. Mythic dosage awesome with forever caster range meta. Let's hope that's like the caster range meta. I really hope that's gonna change. I really hope that's gonna change. But I think if AUG exists, I think a lot of people are kind of like annoyed that the. I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna change, man. It's just there's a lot of dungeons that are very melee unfriendly, to be honest. Priestess to be cooldowns and raid. I'm talking about Mythic Plus mainly. I'm talking about Mythic Plus. PI is nice though. PI is nice. PI is nice. PI, like, sorry, did I say PI or Master Spell? Sorry, Master Spell is nice. The problem with those things is that PI and Master Spell in pugs, sorry, more PI than anything else. PI doesn't mean shit in pugs when people miss interrupts and they just die, right? It doesn't mean shit. Like, I would trade that, like, in pugs. I'm talking about only pug Mythic Plus keys here. I'm only talking about pug Mythic Plus keys. I'm not talking about anything else here. Like, we're just mainly looking at these, like, weekly pug keys that people might be doing, and I think Priest is paying too big of a price for having PI. I think they're paying too big of a utility price for PI, and I think they should change in some way. I hope that the monk is gonna come back. We'll trade PI for an interrupt. How about the healer nerfs? It's not that. Healer nerfs is, I think it's alright. Remember the days when we had full melee teams? Like, that's the thing. What was it? In BFA you had like triple outlaw rogue nonsense, something like that. So it's not like the range comp has been dominating all the time. There's been times when it's been all melee. There's been times when it's been all melee, man. BFA specifically, dude. Oh my. That was a degenerate comp. Because Outlaw was broken? How do you think meta is determined? A class or spec is broken and then you play around that. Most of the time. Destruction Warlocks, survival hunters, Shadowlands. And then remember, double survivals, triple destruction warlocks. But then again, with outlaw rogues, you also had a lot of survivability and stuff like that. There were actually kind of multiple reasons, right? They had a lot of AoE as well. He's been AFK too long. Not. Let's go. Shaman. If you use mixed scrolling combat text now, use XCT combat text if I have to, or nameplate scrolling combat text. Let's roll, boys. To be honest, I need to add a couple of things now to the video that I did. Thank you for letting me know. The real call, thank you for the 20 months, dude! Good catch, boys. Good catch. I still don't know. Oh, this just opens like this. Oh, don't tell me he got hit by the freaking frontal, bro, game. They need to stack. This is over. This is over, bro. I fucked up as well. Let's reset this. I want to reset. I want to reset. I kind of want to reset here. This is without Bloodlust though, so it's okay, I guess. Ah, do I want to reset? I don't know. He can't soothe. You need to ring. Yeah, you need to ring, dude. What? Did he just innervate me? Oh my god, he's standing in the poopa. Oh my god. I didn't have the thing. What the? Dude, okay, this is... I don't like this. I feel very, very... I didn't use my Emerald Communion properly there either. I don't think we're gonna bypass the first boss, but we'll see. I haven't played this in a little while. Oh, I wanted to... Oh my god, double is a bit spicy, man. I don't like double. I should have used my rewind there, but whatever. Double is a bit spicy on this. I should have definitely used my rewind. This is kind of a nightmare with 3 ranged. This is kind of fucked. This is kind of... This is actually not fun with all right. My Dream Breath is hitting like 2 of 3 people. It's never hitting everyone. Is he gonna... The range on this is so cringe. I feel so... I just used the wrong interrupt on the wrong person. No, how did he die? I interrupted the bolt. How did he die? I need to see it. Was it the blue shit? I don't like my keyboard. I can't use it. Okay. Wait, the spirit bolt went off. I'm pretty certain I got the thing off. Maybe I didn't. Where did the thing go? Don't tell me you didn't see where they went, man. They opened it up, man. Oh, okay, man. I was raising the person in the back and I didn't even... this sucks. This sucks. Okay, leaf. Build leaf. I'll forget that, 100%. Build leaf flower. Filled leaf. Which one was that? It was right. It was right. It was right, man. Empty flower. Isn't there weaker from maze? There probably will be. There was, but it doesn't work. The old one that I used. Holy moly, man! This was an empty flower. Empty flower, empty... Okay, so this one is leaf. Yeah. This is... standing in the pool. Just reset this. Just reset this. I've had a lot of issues with this one, man, because I think a lot of people, I think it was more just reset. He has the stacks. The guy left. I've actually had this happen multiple times on this mob. I've actually had this happen multiple times on this mob. I was plebbing on the thing. Do I want to do this again? I really didn't like how I did the first bowl on this. Damage is good though, and like I think the healing is also prodigious. People leave in beta, dude. Anytime there's a Y, people leave. Probably have to redo like 100 keys. Yeah, you can target the people that are not in your range with Echo, but it's just you have to manually apply it. They're not gonna be in your temporal anomaly. There's ways to play around your range limitations as Evoker. You can absolutely do it, but you know, you have to play around. You have to try again. Or not try again, you have to... I wanna try out Chrono Warden. Full leap. Oh, you get like want to do the same dungeon. Can I wasn't playing well there. I felt really felt like I haven't played this healer for like forever. If people are out of range, you just echo them, and then just echo is like the most interesting ability in the game. It's like the most interesting ability in the game, dude. Or maybe I should do another healer, man. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try out. I think I'm gonna try out Chrono Warden. Give me a second. Um,
I have many lucky doos you like.
I was playing the other one so badly, man. I wasn't spreading my echoes. I just get put off by temporal anomaly not hitting the people, and then you have to manually spread it, and then you have to do all the la 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 la. Plebiness, right? Is red armor a bleed? I actually don't know. It might be a bleed. I don't have MDT here. Usually, the tanks. I haven't had the tank dying on that mob, to be honest. But we just killed the mob really quickly. I don't know if it stacks up. The priest is AFK. That's great, yeah, good too. Uh, Let's go. Let's try it one more time. I need to stop pugging, dude. To be honest, I should just go Flame Shaper and play better. Maybe not. No. Shit. I don't. How does this? How does this not open? No, man. Ugh. I forgot I'm playing Chrono Warden. Oh. We just have to do this. Just do it. Just do it. Wow, that actually worked. That pushback was not good. I think he just pulled aggro. He just pulled aggro or something. Yo, Flinson, how are you doing today, man? It used to be that you have to be a special thing, but I don't know if I don't think that's anymore like that. I don't know why my music doesn't work. Holy shit, that took so long. This is really... I'm plebbing this hardcore. That's not plated. That's just the LVI default one. Yo, Kajalit, thank you for the primo. Ugh, I interrupted the wrong person there. Hey, dude. You might die. My god, man. Server shut down in 14 minutes. Well, this is gonna be a short stream, boys. Feels weakened with the biggest Shadow Fiend 75 damage, happens at 20. Wait, really? Where did it go? Did anyone see where the thing went? I think it went right? I don't understand how a Evoker can have this much healing with like 0 mana consumption. Like, I know I'm running Disintegrate build just to see it, but like, I don't think I go back. I think it's the right. Flower? It's here. What was it? Filled flower? Filled leaf? I think it's here. Let's see how this is gonna go. We can't dispel it. No! We can just kill it. I forgot that it's a stacking bow. Flower filled with the thing. Shit. Which one's this? Okay, it's leaf. It's this one here. He's pulling aggro. What was it? Let's see. Leaf. Leaf. Flower. Empty leaf. Shit, which one is it? Oh, there's only one. There's only one here. It was this one, was it? Shit, I pulled. Just reset and see if we can get to the second boss before the reset. Try if the unit persons may be able to heal good. Let's go. Let's go. Can check second boss. Yo, James, we're going in. We're going in, boys. Dude, which one was it? Empty leaf? What, there's only... Isn't it the boss? Empty leaf? Leaf filled? Shit. I can't see all of them. We got such a weird one, man. We got such a weird one, dude. Man, I don't get it, man. Why do they add this? Like, why do they add this thing again? Can anyone tell me? Why is the maze still a thing? Why is maze still a thing, man? Like I don't get it. It's so mean. People are just gonna get weak or it tells them where to go anyways. It's actually It has to be this. Okay, this is booked down. Okay, there you go. He's gonna get wrecked, man. Man, with the extra item level increases, it definitely feels a lot easier. I don't have a pushback or nothing. It's filled, it's filled. I didn't have my... How does that not one shot? Yeah. Which one is it? I can't even look into it. There's the one, the big one. It's over. 1 minute. 1 minute server is restarting. What the hell? This is gonna be the shortest stream in the history of World of Plebs. New beta build? This is not a new beta build. It sucks. No, I wasn't. I was playing Flame Shepherd before it. I don't know what to do now. I don't know how long this is gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be like. We have to see what the changes are gonna be. How long do you think the thing is gonna be down? I should have teleported out of it. I should have teleported out. Totemic Evoker. Dude, thank you for the censure thing. That's definitely extra utility for priest. I need to add that in my video for tomorrow. Do you think Resto of Shaman will be best since utility is so good? Utility doesn't matter. I mean, I wouldn't say utility doesn't matter. I think utility didn't. I think utility didn't matter as much in Dragonflight because everyone was so spoiled by Vengeance Demon Hunter, right? Like, you can't look at Dragonflight. You can't look at Dragonflight and be like, Vengeance Demon Hunter taking care of everyone with double sigils, and then everyone just like scratches their butthole. Like, that's not normal, right? The War Within is not gonna be like that. And the War Within is 100% not gonna be like that. You'll want the group to I mean, unless Prot Paladin is gonna get some love, and then the Prot Paladin will handle the interrupts, but I don't know what's been. I don't know what's going on with Prot Paladins. I've not seen a single Prot Paladin for the last 3 weeks. They must be bad. I've not seen a single Prot Paladin, dude. There must be something, dude. Prot Paladin buffs incoming. Prot Paladin buffs incoming, boys. They're incoming, I believe. I believe. I was in the key yesterday with when they got one shot, they immediately left the key. That sounds about right. To help a brother that can't make a decision to save his life is a returning roster player that wants an option to heal mostly, but also DPS off spec. Pally, Druid, or Monk. Paladin has good options with Holy Paladin and Red Paladin, right? I think both of those are relatively easy to play to some extent. Druid has a lot of options. You can play a lot of, but like then again, Boomkin, it seems like people are just always complaining about Boomkin. I think it's a strategy, dude. I think it's a strategy. I think Boomkin players, I think it's the right way to go about it. You gotta complain about your class so much that Blizzard does something. I think it's the right strategy to go about it. Evoker felt really strong, man. Like I said, like Evoker numbers by themselves are really nice. Evoker numbers by themselves is really nice, dude. It is a juicer. Dude, I can't play the beta though. Beta is down, and I don't know how long the beta is gonna be. How long the beta is gonna be down, boys. But wait, there is a what is the bug with this priest? Wait, it's bugged in that way. Wait, some servers are up, really? There's no current realms active for me. Is anyone else able to get up? Maybe there's an update that I need to download. Let me see. We're pugging. I think this is a GG, man. I don't think I'll be able to wait 1 hour and just blab out with. I like Preservation Evoker though. I think it is actually a juicer, man. I like Preservation though. I really do, man. I think it is a juicer, man. I'm trying to decide what would be the best pug healer ranking. Res is in a great state. I agree. I just think like the fact that like I still would like range increase, right? Range increase would be very nice, but I've given up on that completely. I've given up on that completely. But like augmentation taking me out of the spot is also kind of cringe, right? And hello organic, I hope you're having a wonderful. This is probably going to be the shortest stream. Because I just want to test out beta. I don't really have anything to test out on live servers. Do you like my new bag add-on? Do you like my new bag add-on? Good, right? Going from priest with extra range talent to 46 yards to evoker with 30s. Dude, what the hell? Letting expansion with Jack can become most of the other classes. That would be cool. That would be cool. Look at the rest of Shaman God. Shaman has to be the best pug healer for the second year in the row. Just has to be the best, man. There's just no denying. It's too juicy. If the build is coming up right now, I wonder what the changes are gonna be, man. Do you think there's gonna be big changes this week? I don't think so, because there's like a release candidate and stuff. I don't know, man. Buff disc nerf blue class? What? No. I hope big tank changes. I think a lot of prot paladins are looking for something nice. Dude, it's actually so cringe that Disc has been so unplayable. It's actually really cringe, man. I'm certain Blizzard is gonna fix. I'm certain they're gonna get the balance right, but probably not before. I am expecting classes to be somewhat fixed by the heroic week. I don't think classes are gonna be fixed for the launch of the War Within. I think it's too soon. I don't think they're gonna do it for the War Within launch. I think it's gonna be after. Blizzard got balance right. Believe it or not, the balance of classes in World of Warcraft is probably better than most games out there. And there's been seasons where the balance, like people like to meme about the, god comps and stuff like that are really cringe. Season 2 of Dragonflight, absolutely cringe. But people tend to forget, like, the difference between, like, depending on the season, the difference between best DPS and worst DPS, let's say in raid, is a couple of percent, or sometimes. The balance is really not that bad. It's just the community makes it out to be insane because you look at the highest keys in the world, and then you look at like Season 2 God Comp and you're like, it's terrible. Don't get me wrong, Season 2 God Comp was absolutely horrible. But a lot of people tend to forget the start of Season 2 was actually really good in terms of balance. At the start of Season 2 in Dragonflight, you had, I think, like 4 or 5 of the 7 specs in terms of healers doing the highest keys in the world, which is absolutely unheard of, right? Then they did the whole like augmentation. Dude, I'll be honest with you, augmentation screwed a lot of the balance up in hierarchies. Promoted range meta with like Shadow Priest mange and stuff like that. And it broke a lot of the things. But you also have to ask yourself, how many people do high enough keys where the bleeding meta makes sense for them? Most people don't give a flying monkey poop that augmentation is broken in high keys, right? Like you have to take it in that thing. Most people in this game just do like, they don't even do plus 10 keys. Most people in this game don't even do weekly keys. And for them, and I think it's actually interesting to see that because Blizzard acknowledged it, is that Blizzard kind of it's the monkey poop. Blizzard acknowledged that like they're trying to balance the game for people who are pushing Mythic Plus a bit more, but most of the time they were just balancing keys for like most of the time they were balancing keys for the majority. Most of the time they were just balancing keys for like your experience as someone who does high keys is very different from someone who does lower keys, right? And it's easy. Like I fall into this category as well, where I was like, yo man, augmentation is terrible, delete augmentation, meta is terrible, there's a god comp and stuff like that. Majority of people don't care, right? They don't do the content in there. They're just trying to get their +5, +6, +7, maybe weekly key done, and that's it. So I actually try to see from the point of view of like, who are you trying to make the game better for? Best case scenario, they try to make it good for everyone, right? They try to make it good for everyone. There were moments where like you had like start of season 2 in Mythic Plus, 4 or 5 of the 7 healing specs were doing highest keys, which is like, dude, it's just insane like to have that kind of balance, because there's a bleeding edge, there's always gonna be a comp that's better than others. There's always gonna be someone that's better, right? But like when you have god comps like in season 2 after the rework, where like you either play Holy Paladin or you just like don't get invited at all. So Blizzard has definitely had misses, and they had wins. Like, you have to acknowledge they had wins before, and they had big misses. Like, people remember Destruction Warlock in Shadowlands, Survival Hunter in Shadowlands, horrific balancing. They were left alone to be like that for like months on end. But I think overall in Dragonflight, I think augmentation caused the stir, man. Only 10% of Mythic pluses go to 10s in all keys. Plus 10s are not the average key. Like, probably 5s, right? Plus 10s is like... It's just a different type of like game design, right? It's like a different type of game design that you need to account for. This beautiful game is balanced in someone's eyes when their spec is OP. There's definitely specs that have been... Throughout World of Warcraft, there's definitely been specs that are just head and shoulders above others, and they like that for months. But I think Blizzard has gotten better, at least a little bit better. Like, look, Holy Paladin is a perfect example. Holy Paladin is a perfect example. After the rework for Holy Paladin was the best healer in Season 2 by an absolute mile. Best spot healing. No one else even came close. What happened afterwards? Holy Paladin got absolutely massacred. Literally like 9 buffs in a row. Sorry, 9 nerfs in a row. Like literally every single week since Season 2, Holy Paladin got absolutely massacred. It was just crazy. So I think like the meta for like specs, there's always gonna be specs that are better. I think like if Blizzard achieved a balance where you have different meta per season, I think that would be pretty decent. If they would achieve where they would have different specs per season, but that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, right? Do you think HPS and DPS balance for this can really get them back to a good place without an interrupt on mobility? I play Kultirian Priest just to get the racial knockback and stun. I think Blizzard will fix it. I'm confident that Blizzard is gonna fix priests, but I don't think it's gonna happen before the War Within release. I think it's gonna happen. I honestly think it's gonna be like one of those things where they're gonna be ongoing fixes for it. I think. Hello Artie, what is the best option to play a healer? Depends what you want, man, honestly. Depends what you want, right? Valak, thank you for the 29 months, dude! They changed the whole Mythic Plus system because so many people didn't even do old 10s. Yeah. I played Holy Paladin in raid with 520 item level. Priest beats me 510. Wait, are you talking about in pre-patch? Pre-patch is all over the place. Holy Paladin versus Druid generally always winning Mythic Plus. There's definitely historical... There's definitely historical data. Like, mages have always been strong, right? Mages have been strong in Mythic Plus for a long time. In Dragonflight, mages probably... Mage has been meta in Mythic Plus from the very start. Shadow Priest has been meta for a majority of Dragonflight. Tanks have changed around. Vengeance was really strong. I'm glad they removed the double sigil thing, because now the whole group has to pay attention to CCs and interrupts and stuff like that. Healer wise, Druid has always been in a relatively good position. Paladin until recently has been pretty good. There's definitely historical data, right? There's definitely historical data. If the beta is not gonna come up, I probably will go and fix my video. Fix my video. Fix me video, mate. Tanks should never die, healers are for DPS. That's a hot take. I think a lot of people would be hot taking this. Holy Paladin vs Shaman definitely looking best on beta at the moment. They're looking pretty nice, yeah. Sometimes there are different metas you'll see with Asian teams where people are too cheap to try different comps. There's definitely Asian teams definitely try out more crazy things. I'll wait early access at 24. Early access, you'll have to level, and then you have to get all the hero talents and stuff like that. What's even the point of tank gameplay if you could never die? That's the thing. It's gonna be a hot take. Like, I can almost guarantee you're in the minority for saying tanks should never die. I can almost guarantee you, because I've made a bunch of videos about this and I've gotten so many comments, man. And the majority, I might not agree with all the comments, but the majority of the comments I've got was that there is, and this is the thing, you have to take your mentality out from, like, if you're a Mythic Plus key pusher, you have to look at the grand scheme of things, right? You have to look at casual players doing Mythic Plus and stuff like that. The majority of comments that I got about the tank nerfs is that, from healer point of view, like a substantial majority was, they want to heal, healers wanted to heal tanks, and healers wanted to go back to healing. So many, it seems like so many people don't want to do DPS as healers, and they want to heal. I was relatively surprised, because I enjoy healer DPS. I enjoy min-maxing healer DPS and stuff like that. I do think that there's a problem when the best healer is the one that provides the most damage. I do think that's a problem. I think that's overboard. But I was so surprised to see how many people just wanted to go back to healing. Because, like, you always, like, if you hang out in the circles, like, let's say myself, who does Mythic Plus and pushes Mythic Plus sometimes, and then I talk to the people who push Mythic Plus, and, like, their opinions would be very different from what the opinion would be of someone who casually plays the game, right? And what I try to do with a lot of these videos is I try to see what WoW players feel like, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh hey, I played the game 24/7, my opinion is more important than someone who's casual. You're not gonna be like that. I like to take everyone's opinions into it, right? And I was, like, relatively surprised about how many people really wanted to go back to that. And I think it's interesting. It's interesting, right? Beta is back up. What? No shot. Healing without DPS is boring. It's weird that the tank was the one role that had the easiest time living. Oh, it is back. What the heck? If I had the power, I would do so many changes. Which changes would you do, Beamstar? I actually want to know. I'm sorry, I missed out on some of the. What did they do? Was it... So there is no new beta build. So there is no new beta build. Interesting. Yeah, so it's just the hotfixes. Generally, it's the small minority of hardcore players who want to DPS and heal, and the large casual community wants to heal. I would agree with that statement based on all the comments I've seen. I would agree with that. Healing is a very divided role. To some extent, it's a very divided role, and like, so I think that there should be something, like, I personally think that there's a lot of moments in Mythic Plus and raids where you don't have to heal, and doing something in between is a good thing because you don't get bored of it, right? I personally think that. But I also see the other side where, like, hey, in Shadowlands the best healers were the ones that provided most damage. Like, that's not good balance, right? It shouldn't be like that. But healer DPS is way overvalued. Healer DPS is way, like, Dragonflight and the War Within, healer DPS is way overvalued. It is crazy, man. Don't get me wrong, man. There's certain keys like Mist of the Inner Sight, the first boss, where you have damage amps, where you can do good damage as a healer and stuff like that, and there's moments and stuff like that. But like majority of the time, you're far better off keeping the party safe than providing 1/5 of the whole damage, right? Like you're far better off keeping people safe. If healer damage was bigger, if healer damage, let's say this week they buffed healer damage by 100%. Or let's say healer damage was closer to tanks. Like, it would be a different story then, right? I would actually consider it a bit more, but I don't think Blizzard is ever going to do that. Which is fine. Is it really healers that want to heal versus healers that want to DPS? Isn't healers that chill when no healing is needed versus healers that actually provide value when no healing is needed? Probably more close to that, yeah. I mean, how much you can like, I'll be honest with you, I don't understand anyone who's like, if there's nothing to heal and you just stand there and do nothing. That is weird to me. Like, that is weird to me, right? I would never be able to get back to that. I feel like every healer or every class in World of Warcraft will always press GCDs, no matter what. You will always be pressing GCDs. There's never going to be a time where you're not pressing something. Right? The problem is like, what should you be pressing? Remove all raid buffs and dungeons. I agree with that. I could see that happening. Oh, I couldn't see that happening, but give the whole team Bloodlust and COR. No matter what the comp is, penalty for levers, reduce the defensive cooldowns and dungeons. I don't disagree with these. I don't disagree with these at all. But I also feel like people will not like the homogen... What is the name called? When you're turning classes into everything, they won't like that. I do think raid buffs and dungeons are causing a lot of issues. This DPS is very relevant at the moment in raids. How much is this doing in raids? I mean, in raids, there's in Mythic raiding, I'm not saying healer DPS is completely relevant. In high keys and in like Mythic raiding and stuff like that, healer DPS will always have value. It'll always have value. All I'm saying is that, like, for majority, and I mean majority of people out there, considering the amount of people that do Mythic raiding and high-end Mythic Plus, it is a fraction of the total population of World of Warcraft. So, for the vast majority of players out there, healer DPS doesn't mean shit. Legitimately. Like, for the vast majority. It won't do anything. It's not as big of a deal as people make it out to be, right? Because like when you look at like Mythic rating and when you look at high-end Mythic Plus pushes like World First keys, of course min-maxing everything is gonna be a thing. But like for such a large percentage of players out there, healer DPS is literally irrelevant. It's just like, I truly believe you should always press something like a GCD, right? I think healers want classic way of healing. There's definitely a lot of healers who would like to go back to classic type of thing, for sure. The way that I read a lot of comments, there's a lot of people who kind of yearn for the classic style. Just make drums better. Why is my music not working? We had a holy priest in our guild who never wanted to do DPS in downtime, and the topic of utility even said if Blizz gave priest a kick, she quit the role. So there are definitely players out there that want to chill 100%. You know how many people... I am willing to bet that there is a large portion of players who don't want utility items for their healers. They don't want to have an interrupt. They don't want to have an assigned interrupt to them. They don't want to have a utility. I am willing to bet that most of those players are priests, holy priests. I just don't see, like, I would like to make a educated assumption that a lot of Holy Priest players chose Holy Priest because it doesn't have an interrupt. It doesn't have a whole lot of utility. They're not forced to have an interrupt rotation or a stun rotation or whatever. They just chill. They just press heal, they heal the players, and they just have a good time. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that because there's a lot of players or healers out there who just want to have a super chill time, right? And Priest is like a venue for that. Just like BM Hunter is for DPS, right? Like it's just like Red Paladin for DPS. There's always like these easier healers that will have a huge portion of the population playing, mainly because they're easier to play. But like this is just an educated game. There's nothing wrong with that because I think it's important for the game to have easier classes. I think it's very important. I genuinely believe that. But I also think like priests should have an option of speccing into the spell into a kick. I think there should be an option for players to spec into. I think not giving an interrupt for priests is a little bit weird. Druids, the ones that don't even bother to press on fire once. I'm sure there's a lot of druids as well. But like if you play a druid, you have to be aware of like shapeshifting and stuff. Like why play a druid if you never shapeshift? It's like against it, right? You know how many plus 15 kills I had when Shadow Priest didn't even take kick? What? Dude, some of these stories. It's gonna be different opinions. I love hearing people's opinions about this because everyone has a different opinion on this, and I love that, honestly. Said a while now, Blizzard hasn't given priest utility in kick on purpose because casuals playing only don't want the extra stuff that's expected of them, and disc is on the higher end, where the group is capable to play around the missing utility. I kind of thought like that as well until they added like a lot of incentives for Holy Priest to DPS with Chastise and Burning Vehemence and stuff like that. I was like, okay, so they actually added a lot of incentives for it, and I was like, maybe they're trying to modernize Holy Priest a bit more. Because let's be honest, Holy Priest has been kind of like the classic healer for quite a long time. So I'm not sure if they're unwilling to make some changes, but I mean, there's nothing here. I'm not a fan of doing damage in Mythic Plus, but I have no other option playing Monk. You play a Monk and you don't like healer damage? I think there's a wrong option chosen here. Let me see if I need to test something. Preservation of Evoker felt very nice. I love my Preservation of Evoker. It is a juicer, dude. Look at the damage that it's doing as well, man. Healer damage. Let's go. Who was I gonna test? Oh, a monk. I want to do one monk key. Okay, I'll just do one monkey as well. I just need to go to the toilet. We'll do one monkey. It was fun in the Great Push seeing a few Shadow Priests not running kick and the casters reminding the people watching that you do have to take a kick. Blizzard only thinks about casuals and high-end players, organized teams. They don't really think about people like me without a group with pugs 16 to 18s. It's probably low on their priority. It's probably low on their priority because how many people actually pug these high keys? It's probably very low. It's a niche within a niche, right? It's a niche within a niche. Should be able to just design a dual talent system for all healers to either have a massive HPS just healing or great HPS through DPSing. I mean, they kind of do. Mistweaver Monk with the fist weaving type of thing. Discipline Priest. They have an in between. To be honest, you're kind of right. They have an in between because like they have an in between. I like raid healing though. Mythic Plus is just something I have to do. You'll be surprised, man. They use pugging high keys. I know there's people pugging high keys. I'm just not sure if there's a huge population for that. I'm just not sure how big of a population that is. Is it a lot? Servers are up. We're gonna do a Mistweaver Monk. We're gonna do at least one Mistweaver Monk key. I need to go get a drink really quickly and toilet. Just be right back. We're gonna do Mistweaver Monk. It's the Weaver Monk.
some time now to get things clear now. To get rid of my doubts, to get rid of my fears. I just need some time now to get things done now. Things allowed, things I want. I do what's best for me, what's best for you. But if you fall, who's next to you? I do what's best for me and best for you. I know it hurts 'cause I'm hurt too. I need another you. I just need some time now, need to figure out now if there's still a way for love.
Dude, I'm so tired, man. I'm actually feeling exhausted. I do one monk and we YOLO.
If it's worth to wait, I do what's best for me, what's best for you.
The problem is I wasn't able to. Look at this. Oh, they fixed it. You weren't able to spec into Master of Harmony before. Super weird. We'll try out Celestial of the Pleber. I messed around with my talents a lot. Does armor type matter anymore? Coming back with Maid and Brodo who's playing Rogue and Maid and Druid, should I avoid leather wearing classes? Nah, it's not that big of a deal. Actually, you know what? Should I try out? Wait, what? Let's try it out. Let's YOLO. No shot. The weak aura is not updated from the thing. What? What key do I want to do though? What key does your boy want to play about with? You know what? I like Grim Baton. I like the Grim. Spin to win! Spin to win, brother. Let's see if there's any keys I can just join quickly. I'm just such a tired man. Hopefully we can find it soon. I'm definitely on the tire end today. A warrior, let's go. Let's see, melee. Tanks are pretty hard to find. Tanks are pretty hard to find. Mm. Mm. I think a lot of people didn't come back after the servers went down. I think a lot of people didn't come back or something, because before that it was hopping, dude. It was absolutely hoppity hop hop. Hoppity hop hop hop. Hoppity hop hop hop. We don't have bloodlust. Is there drums? Can you buy drums? I don't think you can buy drums, man. We don't have bloodlust. Ah. I don't think you can. I don't think you can buy. I don't think you can buy blood loose there.
What is it?
I don't think you can, man.
Our time will come.
I don't think you can. Is this the real smog, dude? Let's go, dude. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna wipe on the first poll and everyone's gonna leave. This happened to me 27,000 times. The first poll without bloodlust. The first poll without bloodlust. We'll have to see. And then I have to go to bed. Daddy is tired. Daddy is a tired man. It's nice to see, even though it's all about the vids. Yeah, I need to... I probably won't stream for a little while. Because I'll be working on the videos. Thinking about my Mistweaver for the War Within, how we found it so far. I love my Mistweaver. Okay. What was that explosion? This is over. This first ball is so criminal, you see. I knew this is gonna happen, man. This first ball, I've had 75,000 people wiping on the first ball, dude. Like, the knockback... Oh, man. Oh, man, dude. This is gonna be remembered as the absolute... This is gonna be donezo. What happened with the priest? Do I do one more? I'm using new textures, yeah. I think I'm gonna do another key thing. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that thing because the first bowl in Grim Batal has just. It has just killed off so many pugs. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. I'm gonna do Mist. Because I freaking love Mist now. Mist is my favorite key now. I don't know why. What was the explosion though? That must have been one of the interrupts or something. What was the explosion on the thing that happened? Dude, I tell you, most of these keys is like, doesn't matter the DPS or healing, it's interrupts, stones, avoiding mechanics. Everything else doesn't matter, right? It's like, do the interrupts right, stun the things. It's like everything else is irrelevant. What is the best way to do that first pull, by the way? I don't even know. Because I think it's better to move all the mobs behind the wall so everyone else can LOS it. But I don't know. What are the elements of the perfect dungeon in 30 minutes? Open layout with multiple paths with 3 bosses? Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good one. I think that's a pretty good route to go into. Why did the healer apply to this? Am I not specced? They didn't want to, okay. Why is my paralysis not key-minded? Why did the guy leave the group? He didn't want Feral? He didn't want Feral? Do we have Feral hatred here? What's going on? Let's get this done. The labyrinth was open and you could choose your own path with bigger poles. Like, Mist is so cringe because you can also do these. You can also pull through walls, and it just makes. Mist should not have this labyrinth thing. It should all be open and you can go whichever type of thing or something like that. Some people that want to run meta comps and beta kind of fun. I've seen that before actually. I've seen it before. Like I definitely have harder time getting invited in beta dungeons as a priest than my other healers. I've seen this firsthand. I've seen this firsthand, man. When I apply on my Shaman, it's like instant invite, and it's not. It's like on my priest is like I have to make my own group type of thing. Can I go have drinks to finish my pizza? Sick, gotta relog. Listening over the weekend, there was one guy who raged about the Mythic Blue score from beta not carrying over to live. Wait, what? That is... Oh shoot. Shaman, Paladin, Evoker for 100% pug. I probably won't put Evoker for 100% pug one. The range limitations can be too annoying. I think if you're just purely pugging, I think the range limitations can be really annoying. I think Monk is good for pugs. Even though it doesn't have Bloodlust or Balres, I think Monk kind of pumps. We'll see what the tuning is going to be like. You still have Interrupt, you still have Ring of Peace, AoE Stun, Poison Dispel. Okay, boys, let's freaking go. I think Monk might not have the most utility, but I think it kind of pumps. But that's a little bit tuning based, but I think it kind of pumps to make it pretty juicy. What is he doing? Oh, he has an invisible wall. Do you see that? Do you see that? He has an invisible wall where he can't get out. Okay, dude. This guy, man. Like, I genuinely think this bad boy pumps quite a bit, but we didn't really. They're not standing in melee, so they're getting jumped. Oh, he has random. He wants to restart. He doesn't want to? I think the tank doesn't want to restart. Dang! Such a pumper, dude. OMG, dude, if they're gonna keep, if it's gonna stay like this, man. Recently a change is shaking up the meta. It's probably gonna, like, hopefully priests are gonna be a little bit better. Damage wise, I wonder if using the guidance. Oh, my interrupt is not ready. I wonder if using that purely for DPS is worth. Hey, my friends are here to play. My friends, dude, it seems to always be going that route. Man, I feel like Monk is a good pug healer. I feel like just the pumpiness of Monk is actually pretty cool.
Can you find your way through the mist? Choose wisely.
Like, I think Priest would be in this position. Sorry, I think Monk would be in this position, even though it's might not have the strongest utility. Which ones are they? Flower? Leaf?
What do you think will be top healer combo for
It's this one.
RWF? Still a fan of you, Mad. Keep playing and grinding.
Still a fan! Let's go. What is the comp? I don't know, man. Comp is gonna be... Comp can change at any point. Like last week, Elemental Shaman was one of the top DPS. This week, it's nowhere near to this, right? For race to world first, Hmm. Hmm. I think a good balance. I think Resto Shaman, Holy Paladin is gonna be there. I think if nothing changes, Resto Shaman, Holy Paladin is gonna be there. I think probably one of the priest specs is gonna be there, and then the rest of them are gonna be based on tuning. That's my thing for the time being. Flower full, leaf. It's leaf. I hope you're having a good day, Chromie. I hope you're having a good day, man. Who are you maining? Who my boy gonna main? Who the mains? My god, dude, what the heck is going on here? Dude, like legit, like I think Monk is like just numbers wise and easiness. I think it's in a really good spot, man. Not easiness, but I'm thinking like of the pure number type of thing. I didn't interrupt the right person. No, I didn't get it, man. I'm gonna focus on the tender. This thing for sure. I think Monk is in a... I think Monk is giga fun to play as well. Empty leaf. Empty leaf. Flower, flower. It is a juicer. Bobber. The Bobber Man. It is the Bobber Man. I should have used Reapers. No, brother, it took me out of the thing.
One of us is not like the other. Will you play with me? Pretty please. Bet you can't dodge this. One of us is not like the other. Bet you can't dodge this.
Dude, I literally popped all my coolies there. And I think the guy either got left by the ad.
That was fun. I haven't played like that in so long. Let's do it again.
I'm pretty sure you release here. Yeah. Dude, Monk is like a juicer, dude. Oh, I should have used my lighter than thing to run on this. He actually wants to skip this. Oh my god, man. You just... Dude, it's actually like in terms of pure HPS on these pulls, it's actually so fucking fun, man. Like, holy shit, brother. I don't have a stone, man. Dean the Bobber. Dude, it is so fun. It is so fun, man. Wait, do you spread the disease to other people? Take it easy, Beamstar. This is gonna be my last run anyways. I'm gonna go off after this. It's always good seeing and talking to you boys and girls. Beamstar, you said you said you weren't gonna push keys anymore this season. I think I read it and I forgot to reply to it. Is that true? Okay, I was too slow to move out of there for my own good. We could have gone this after the boss, or maybe not. It's so easy to do good HP as a monk. Holy shit, man. Maybe I should YOLO a monk, man. Maybe I should YOLO a monk. Whoa! This is not good. Dude, this is kind of this boss is kind of cringe for melee. I don't like this position. I screwed this up because I moved so fast. I don't think I've seen the mage in range of us yet. I'm dead. Ooh. Do I like the new version of this? Boss on press. Not doable. Actually not doable. Actual not doable. I'll be honest with you, it feels pretty cool. Where do you get the Chikakun from? I can't remember now. Where is that coming from again? Oh, that's the one. It's from Celestial Harmony. When activated, you launch A, apply Chikakun for 5 targets within 4 yards. Alright, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good enough. No, I know you get it from the thing. I just wasn't sure which talent it was because I want to get the thing. Dude, Monk just blasts. Like I think Monk is a good pug healer. I think the fact that it doesn't have Bloodlust or Battle Res is annoying, but I think it actually pumps. I think it actually pumps. Anyways, I'm gonna call it. Could be a good raid backup too. Yeah, I've had I have a blast with my monk, to be honest. And the fact that mastery is now actually a real stat. I wasn't sure if Chi Burst was usable. I wasn't sure if Chi Burst was worth it, but because I wasn't playing, I can't remember the changes that happened to it. Anyways, I think Monk is really fun, dude. Like, even though I don't think it's missing some of the key items for like pugging Mythic Plus, I still think the fact that it blasts like this hard, I think it's pretty juicy. And it still has good utility, right? It still has your interrupt, it still has your instant stun, AoE stun. I like it, man. I like it. Anyways, boys and girls, I'm gonna end the stream because we kind of went over the limit, or I was supposed to do a bit shorter. It was supposed to be a shorter stream anyways. I'm not gonna be able to stream tomorrow because I'll be working on a video and possibly Friday, and then I might be back on like Sunday. We'll have to see, man. But I'm working a lot on the videos. So make sure to subscribe on YouTube if you want to see some of the pleb Tier lists. Oh. And I'll probably be back. I'll probably be back in a couple of days because there's a lot of videos that I want to do. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with the Papega, depleting some keys, blebbing out, and have a good day, boys and girls. Bye 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 bye.